takes a bit of skill.
Yeah, bro.
You can't be just some regular Joe Schmo with no sauce trying to Dougie.
Yeah.
Like it really
the
does.
The Dougie has to be within you, bro. It has to. Like you, like the Dougie is like you're moving like water, bro.
Welcome back, everybody, to
the Soul Serum Podcast.
I am your host, Claybo Neen. I am joined by my put your arms out front, lean side to side co-host Tanner Mavis. Shout out to John Wall.
You are now tuned in to the #1 Yeet podcast in the world.
#1 Yeet podcast. You already know where you're at, but Yeet actually does not have anything to do with this episode today until he puts out Crank That Yeet Boy. Before we get into this episode, I would like to bring to everybody's attention
Merch, baby.
we got merch on the way for our audio listeners. We just put our mics down and showed off our very cool apparel that we have on right now.
Yes, sir.
Merch is coming out Thursday,
Yep.
May 26th.
This Thursday, 6 o'clock.
Pieces, very limited.
Yep.
Man, look at the hey man, look at the fucking drip. Look
Bro.
at the puff.
We got puff print hoodies.
The puff is so crazy
It's
on
so
that,
crazy, bro. And it's a very high quality hoodie. Heavyweight puff print. This shit's gonna last you fucking years. And then we have the all over print Nextel phone tee.
This is John's favorite shirt that he's designed, and he's designed some dope shirts.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me get.
See the back too. Yep. The 1-800-SOUL Serum.
Come on, man. You see the fucking drip?
This shit's gonna sell out extremely quick. I want this to sell out quick as well.
So if y'all want one of these, y'all better be there.
It's very limited, so please be there. If you're a friend and you want one, I will, like, if you're a close friend of mine, I will send you the password to the website earlier. If you would like one, please let me know. But everybody else, be there, 6 p.m. Come join the Discord. I'm probably going to throw in like a 10% discount for our people in the Discord.
Yeah.
So
see y'all on May 26th.
see you there.
But today we are going to be doing a viral dance tier list. I have picked 10 of our favorite viral dances from the past decade or so. We're going to discuss them, see where they fall in the rankings. You all know how the tier list works by now. As far as criteria, now I didn't really discuss this with you, but we can hash it out right here. I feel like what we should be judging this on is how big the dance got in the general public, not just in like a hip hop sense. How fun it is to actually do the dance, and is the dance still getting thrown around at the function now? Yeah, I feel like that's a big one for me. That is a big one, honestly. So do you have any qualms, anything that you might want to add to that, or you just want to get into it?
I think also just like the overall like creativity like behind the dance, like is it just like we'll get into it when we talk about certain dances, but like is this dance just this like this move, or is there a lot of different variations and implements of it, and like
that's a really good criteria.
You know what I mean?
I did not
like,
think about that. The creativity of the dance itself. Okay. All right. We'll definitely keep that in mind. But let's start off with this one here. I started us off with the Block Boy JB shoot because I felt like this is a middle ground, kinda, right? I don't think it's the best dance on this list. I also don't think it's, the worst quote unquote dance on this list. It seems like it's accessible. Like a lot of people can do it. It's not like a hard dance to do. Yeah. And for like that 2-year stretch or whatever after like the dance started, I feel like it really took over dance circles. Yeah.
I think it was because of the peak of Fortnite too.
Fortnite had a lot to do.
Like Fortnite really fucking spread this shit. They kind of like vultured the dance and like ripped it without like That was like before like
They did that with so many dances too,
yeah,
but
and there was a lot of like copyright and like I don't even know how like you even legally go about like copywriting a dance that's just made up.
if I had to guess, I feel like it's because Block Boy JB did not legally copyright or trademark
what I mean.
or whatever, you know. But it's like how
Yeah.
the fuck do you trademark a dance though? You know, like
I mean, I guess you can, but
I
there's
feel
got to
like
be a way. But
this
that
dance
was
definitely
when
got big.
Fortnite fucking ripped the shit, and that's when it really started to spread.
That is true. When you started seeing 8-year-olds,
Yeah.
fucking, just,
Like so, like very like quicker than like probably the dab got. You know what I mean? Like
ooh. Oh my God. I knew I was forgetting one on this list. I have the video downloaded. Hold on. As we're talking, I might have to throw that in here. But yeah, I don't know. This dance for me, I feel like this is a very solid B. You know, like
Yeah.
it did get pretty big, but it's because of Fortnite. The dance is kind of fun to do, but like you can only fucking do
there's
that
not
for like so long.
It's just like it's more like comedic and like funny to me
Right.
than like you actually got some sauce and like
Yeah,
some swag doing
yeah,
it. Like
yeah.
I mean, obviously there's like variations of people make it look cooler than others.
Definitely.
But like I said, this is a prime example of what I was talking about before. It's one move. There's not like a lot of variation in
yeah.
this.
Yeah. Should we give it a C or should we give it a B?
Nah, I would give it a B because I love the music that was like surrounded.
Facts.
Like that was, it's Memphis. You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
came from Memphis. A lot of people that were doing that dance was obviously the Black Boy JB, but then the big Drake record came from this scene.
Drake does it in the video too.
Yeah.
Like Drake does the shoot
Yes.
dance. So like, you
Exactly.
know, it's kind of legendary for that. Okay. I feel that feels good to me. That
Yeah.
feels good to put it at a B. Okay. This next dance also got a, this is not what I thought it was, but this is okay. All right. This next dance is a classic. Let's listen.
First, let me hop out the motherfucker. Porsche, I don't want it if that air don't sit like a horse.
Is it T Wayne? Is that what his name was?
I believe it's T Wayne Nasty Freestyle
Yeah.
is this.
So this is
I didn't want to do the Silento Whip NaeNae combo because those are two separate dances in my mind. And when I think of people doing the whip, I think of this song, the Nasty Freestyle.
Yeah.
For me, I feel like Whip gotta be like one of the greatest viral dances ever.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like number one, but I just feel like it is the start to like some of the other dances that came after it. And it was so fun to do. Endless creativity with the whip too.
I just think it's kind of cringe looking back on it now.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I think it doesn't stand like the test of time.
That is true. If,
You know what I
if
mean?
we were at a function and a motherfucker
And someone hit the whip, I'd be like, bro, you gotta get out of here. Like, I'd rather see somebody. I'd rather see somebody do this because it's like funny. I'm like, oh yeah, like
Yeah.
he's doing it.
But when someone
hits the whip, and usually the person that hits the whip is like someone that doesn't know how to dance at all. You know what I mean?
That is true. The whip was kind of accessible for people who couldn't dance because they could
It's
kind
so
of just
easy.
like, ugh, you know? Man,
That's my beef with it.
that is honestly very fair criticism of the whip. I think I'm getting caught up in the nostalgia. I'm not really
Yeah.
looking at it like right now. I'm just
I
thinking about
take
it at the time.
dances are like bro, the Soldier Boy was like the main, like one of the big reasons like I like started like it was like the start of like my internet consumption of like music, like rap music specifically.
Yeah.
And like the dance what am I trying to fucking say, bro? It's early as fuck right now. I apologize, people.
I feel like what you're saying is like, so like you get like the Soldier Boy, which we will talk about a little bit later. That's your like intro into, and a lot of people's intro into like dancing. You get like the Jerk, Cat Daddy.
I was just very into all this shit and just the whole entire culture like surrounding like the dances and stuff. So like I don't know. I feel like I'm very
kind
picky.
of lame. It's kind of a
compared to
blemish.
others, and I think it's not going to be like as important in the long run. I don't even think it's as.
So what do you think? What do you think its rating is? Is it a B as
Bro,
well?
I think it's a C.
You think the whip is a C?
Yeah.
I am not letting that happen.
It's not better than the shoot dance. I can tell you that.
That's fine. I'm okay with not putting it at A because I do agree with you. There is like a bit of a cringe factor to the.
There is
to the
cringe
whip
factor.
now, but in the moment though, I think it was fire as fuck. And
Okay, let me ask you this: why was it fire as fuck? Who was doing the whip that made you think it was so fire?
I always think of She Loves Michi for all of these dances
Okay.
for the most part. Like,
But I don't
in
think
the
of him for the
Vine
whip.
era.
I don't think of She Loves Michi for the whip. I think of for the hit them folks. Like
we will talk about that later as
he
well.
took that
but
shit and ran with it. But the whip was like peak Vine. It was like cringe Vine era. Like I think of like my like. I think like summer of 2014, like after I graduated high school, like
Yeah.
the whip, like
It's right
like
around that time, yeah.
me and all of my white friends are around the pong table, just like me, just starting to drink, and that song comes on, and we're all just like, you know what I mean? Like you think people, you think like street dudes back then were just out there.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. But they might have been hitting the shoot though. They might.
That's what I mean, bro. And I'm not saying that's the criteria, but I'm just.
This is fucked up, man. I'm gonna put it at C. I'm gonna put it at C, but I don't feel good about it. I just think that you have very good reasoning, and I will always go with logical, rational reasoning.
Yeah.
But like, there's a part of my brain that's like, fuck that. Put it at the S. put it
At the S?
Not really. Not
Holy
really. I'm
shit.
exaggerating. I'm exaggerating. Okay, we'll put
All
the
right,
whip.
let me know what y'all think.
We'll put the whip at
Maybe I'm
C.
tripping. Maybe I'm tripping.
All right, this next dance, we just previously talked about it a little bit. I picked the oldest video I could find of this, so that's why the quality's so bad. But let's give this a look. I feel like it has to be S tier.
It's
I
S.
feel like the Crank That Soldier Boy has to be the S tier.
It's S.
It was huge. First of all, we wouldn't have this list without Crank That Soldier Boy. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it was not the first song to ever include a dance
Yeah,
to go with
but
it.
it was like it was the start of like the internet like
Yes.
viral dance. You know
Big
what I mean?
Draco!
You-
I'm the
you could
first
make-
rapper in history.
Bro, you could make an argument that like there's no like TikTok like
100%.
renegade type dances, you know what I mean?
100%.
Without Crank That Soldier Boy.
I absolutely agree with you 1,000%. And I don't even really want to spend that much time talking about this because I feel like this is if you don't understand why
Yeah.
the Crank That Soldier Boy is so important, you should go back and like do some research. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't even want to,
and just the dance itself, bro. Like there's
Fire.
I love this like the progression of it. Like you do have to have a little step. You gotta have the shoulders.
Yep.
You gotta have rhythm. You gotta be one with the song, with the beat, with the fucking steel drums, bro. Like it's such a like when you hear that beat come on and you hear the drums, everybody knows what time it is, and the motherfuckers that know the fucking dance, we all go out there and we fucking do it.
hit that.
And still to this day, it's people that can't really do that dance because they can't make it look good. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You have like the whip, anybody can fucking do that. The Soldier Boy, to make it actually look good,
You gotta have a little sauce.
you gotta have it.
You gotta have
it's
a little
it's gotta
sauce.
be in you.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
It's a easy S tier.
me,
Easy S tier for
personally, yes.
me. Okay, that's simple. Shout out Big Draco. Shout out Big Soulja. First rapper in history. Okay, we have another Fortnite related dance. Let's look at this. For this video made me like want to vomit sitting at my desk putting this together earlier. But let's watch.
This is flossing, right?
The floss,
Yeah.
yes, flossing. Backpack Kid himself. The video that we just watched was a video, I believe they're on SNL, and Katy Perry is performing Swish Swish, and he comes out. It like made my fucking heart tighten up watching it earlier.
He lasted a hot like 6 months to a year.
Yeah, and that year though, he was killing it.
He was killing it.
Fucking everywhere.
Backpack, if you're watching this, I hope you got your bag, bro.
I hope he did.
And you're investing it into real estate, and you're good.
So. I fucking hope so. This dance could easily be a D for me. I feel like what you said about the whip, but like
this
times
is even
10.
worse. Yeah,
it's even worse. You ever go to like a sports outing and they do like the dance cam? All the kids are just fucking flossing.
I feel like it's just like
kids dance.
like 10 to 12-year-old like dance that you do.
If I ever see a grown man at the function flossing, I'm grabbing my friends. I'm saying we're leaving. We're getting out of here. Yeah, man, I'm going to put it at D.
Yeah.
You have a problem with that?
No, I don't.
Is this our first D ranking ever?
I think
on
so.
the tier list? I believe it is. We've gone C a couple of times. I don't think we've ever stooped down to the D level. But it's just like, I mean, the dance, I will say, did get very big. But this is also a fucking Fortnite thing again happening where like Fortnite took it over. But it's not very creative. You know, there's not a whole lot else to do with it. It's just like you can go faster, slower. You know, I'm okay with putting this at the D.
Yeah, it's really nothing special.
Shout out to the backpack kid though. I you're right. I hope he got his bag.
Yeah,
I really hope he got his bag. This next one I know for sure will not be a D tier, but let's watch this clip.
Baby, like smooth. What? Can you teach me how to Dougie? You know why?
I feel like this is pretty much as classic as it gets.
Yeah.
You know, like and I think this, more than some of these other dances that we're talking about, like I see people hit the Dougie
to this day, and it's not lame, it's not corny, it's not ironic. It's people really getting the Dougie off because the Dougie takes a bit of skill. Yeah, bro. You can't be just some regular Joe Schmo with no sauce trying to Dougie. Yeah. Like it really the
does.
The Dougie has to be within you, bro. It has to. Like you, like the Dougie is like you're moving like water, bro. Like right. Like you have to have this this jig to you.
I feel like it all starts in the shoulders.
Yeah. This came out when I was like in 6th and 7th grade, and I was so fucking like my dance moves were so white at that point in my life.
Very, yeah.
And I would be in my basement just trying to fucking get this jug down, and I finally. I felt so robotic, and I wasn't like actually like listening and feeling the fucking beat. You know what I mean? I was just like, I was so focused on getting the YouTube video and just like, all right, how do I do this? How do I do this? And I just got to this point. I just like let it loose. I just like, I heard it for what it was, and I'm just like watching others. I'm just like, all right, it's all on the shoulders. It's all on the shoulders. You know what I mean? And then you add some arms. Yeah. And then you add the little. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like. A lot of this shit, you just gotta like not overthink it and just fucking feel it. You know what I mean?
100%. Where does this rank though? Is it S or is it A? Because it's definitely one of those two.
Yeah.
But part of me, like, we put Crank That Soulja Boy at S, and I feel like I don't know what competes with Crank That Soulja Boy. You know, like. Where does the Dougie rank, you think, in all of this?
I think the dance itself is like on the same level as the Soulja Boy, Crank That Soulja Boy dance. Mm-hmm. I don't think Teach Me How to Dougie, the song, is on the level of Crank That Soulja Boy. Mm-hmm. But the Dougie is not closed to that song.
Right.
It's a dance that transcended that song, and you can hit the Dougie to a lot of different types of music.
Anything.
I will hit the Dougie to a country song. If I have to.
For a ride on a big green tractor.
You know what I mean? Like, in a funny way, like, people have done that. Like,
so the dance itself.
Yeah.
I think it could go S.
Yeah. I think you have to put it S.
Have to, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel good about that. I feel okay about that. S tier for the Dougie. But I do like that you brought up that point, though. The song, Teach Me How to Dougie, definitely not S tier. Whereas the song for Crank That Soulja Boy, I feel like is S tier. But the dance, though, I think is just too undeniable for us to put it anywhere else.
I think the song is like A, though.
Yeah, it's still when
it's the same thing.
Doom, doom. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah. It's around the same era as like Soulja Boy. So like when it's like the same type of like steel drum action, like when you heard that at a function, everybody just like started freaking out.
I will never forget at the 8th grade dance when this song came on. It was like the largest dance circle I've ever seen. And this dude, Jeremy Jackson, I hope you are watching this. I doubt it, but I hope you're watching this. He was just kind of like this nerdy dude, not really like nerdy, but like very academic, very to himself. And we're in this big dance circle, and he steps up, and everybody's like, "No way!" And he hit the coldest Dougie out of everybody in that. And
no way,
like, dude! I will. That's a core.
Yeah, that's a moment, bro.
That was that right there solidified the Dougie for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what that brought out. You know what I mean?
Now, this next dance closely related to the Dougie. This is a short clip, but it's closely related to the Dougie. Let's watch real quick.
Call me SpongeBob, stack of Krabby Patties.
The Cat Daddy.
Yeah.
I feel like this gets swept under the rug a lot.
It does.
We do not see the Cat Daddy a lot. We do not hear about the Cat Daddy a lot. But I remember really liking this.
Yeah, bro, I love the Cat Daddy. I think the Cat Daddy is more in line with the jerk. Like when people were fucking jerking back in the day, like they would throw in their Cat Daddy as well. Like when they were like hitting their own version of the jerk or whatever. Right. Getting off. That's what they used to say.
Yeah.
Getting off.
Getting off. we gotta save the jerk talk. We gotta save the jerk talk. But I don't know. I really like the Cat Daddy, but I think because it wasn't like as a standalone dance did not get a lot of love. I feel like we can't put it too high on this list. I think the song is I think the dance is very fun to do though.
Yeah. I thought the song was really good too. Like I love the song.
Yeah. And it's got Chris Brown in the
SpongeBob
video.
Stack of Krabby Patties.
Bitch, I got it. And I feel like it did though, like, even though maybe it didn't have the longevity of some of these other dances, like it did get pretty big in that moment. I feel like the name Cat Daddy really caught a lot of people. Like I remember like my English teacher in middle school or whatever being like, Cat Daddy, like what's a cat? And we're like, oh, you fucking the wheelchair. You gotta hit the wheelchair. A tier, you think, for Cat Daddy?
Yeah, I would say A. I think because Chris Brown being a part of that moment made it like really big too.
He hit that hoe too. He hit that Cat Daddy. Okay, I'm cool with that. Cat Daddy over the shoot, whip, and the floss. Yeah, that feels right. Yeah. I kind of felt weird about putting it at A, but
nah, bro. The Cat Daddy is hard.
Cat Daddy.
It's just not.
It didn't have. Yeah. Now this next one though. I don't know. It has S potential. Let's watch real quick. I think the NaeNae should go in textbooks. A video of people doing the NaeNae should be sent out to space to the aliens for them to watch. I love the NaeNae. I still will hit the NaeNae every once in a while. Not all the time. Just, you know? And this is the start of the Vine, like dance crazes, which I think you could obviously draw a line from that into like the TikTok dances now too. I like NaeNae a lot. I don't know if it's S tier. But I think it's awesome, though. I think it's up there.
I like the NaeNae, bro. I don't know. I'm not gonna talk down about it like I did with the whip. It's definitely better than the whip.
Definitely. It takes more skill.
Oh yeah.
To hit
There's
a NaeNae.
More. Yeah. It's
to hit a whip.
Yeah. Hit like you know a good NaeNae when you see one, and you know a fucking terrible NaeNae when you see one. Like the whip, it's just like one thing. It's just like. But we keep talking about how fucking shitty the whip is, but the NaeNae definitely takes some skill. Like I'm trying to think of the music that came out of it. Was it I Heart Memphis? Was that who it was? Or whoever the
This
fuck
was,
it was.
We Are Tunes.
Oh,
did
that's
that.
right. We Are
I
Tunes.
Heart Memphis
was the fucking Hit the Quan. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I didn't include for this, but if you all want us to do a part 2, there are plenty of dances out there that I did not include in this. I think what the NaeNae has against it is that like it was just like a singular moment. You know, it didn't really carry on a lot. The song is like whatever. Yeah. But I think like it's very fun to do. It was huge at the beginning of Vine and just throughout Vine in general.
Yeah.
And I feel like you can get very creative with it. It is of the lineage. It's like NaeNae, Whip, Drop, you know, like all of these are kind of the same family a little bit. I think it should go
for some reason. It reminds me of the "Don't Drop That Thunt" that
it's all in that
the
same circle. I think the NaeNae should be A tier.
Yeah.
And I feel very strongly about that too. You okay with that?
I'm cool with it.
Okay.
If it was up to me, I think I would put it B, but I am cool with it being A.
Okay. All right. I gave you Whip.
Yeah, that's
at
fine.
The C. I get NaeNae at A. Oh my God, these sentences that we're saying just sound insane. All right, the next dance that we're looking at here is of recent memory, of recent time. Another short clip, but let's give it a watch here.
Beat. Running through the house.
Shout out 10K Cash and Tisa Korea and all the people who really helped make the Whoa what it is. Here's my biggest conflict with the Whoa is that in a similar way with the Whip, a lot of white people who cannot dance would like do the thing. And they're like, oh, look at me. Oh.
Yeah, but I feel like that's what makes it great is because they whenever like people that couldn't actually do it did it, it looked corny and cringeworthy. But like when you saw someone do it great, it was great. You know what I mean?
That is true. And I've seen some nasty woes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen some real nasty.
Yeah. I remember when that was like 2018, 2019 when it was getting like really big.
Yeah.
I remember like watching that dance starting to like bubble and like Uzi had flown out to 10K Cash and they did the video. I was like,
bro, that shit was so hard.
Uzi's little dance.
I love, man. First of all, just anytime Lil Uzi dances.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's always great because he could just fucking. First of all, he can just fucking do anything.
Yeah.
We've just learned that about Uzi. He's just good at everything he does. But anytime, like, and what's also dope about Uzi is like, he didn't just post a video to his Instagram of him hitting the Whoa. Like, he went to 10K Cash, the dude who was making it popular,
source.
and just like went to like a hotel room with him and they just fucking do the shit. Like,
it's for the culture, baby.
I really like the Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, but where does it rank though? Where does it?
I'll probably put it A.
A tier as well.
Yeah, I like it A. There's a lot of variation in the Whoa. Like you can
for sure. There's like the very traditional fists closed. Some people kind of do the
it higher.
Yeah,
you can do it lower. you can do a lot of shit in between.
Some people even just like it's just the shoulders for sometimes. You know what I'm saying? They just hit the shoulders. I think that's a good point. There is a lot of variation, a lot of differing styles of the Whoa, which is very cool.
That's another thing that is important about all of these dances because it's in a similar way where like hip hop is a platform, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of different styles within that. Like obviously it's all in the same thing, but like people are able to express themselves in like fully through the music. It's the same way within a dance, like something like that. Like you can express yourself and be really creative and be yourself within this music and have your own style. You know what I mean?
Totally
within the dance.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that's mainly my main like number one like point with all of these dances. That's why with the Whip it's just this one thing. There's not much like
man,
besides doing a huge like hop step or something, you know what I mean? Like
I may have hit a couple of those in my day. I might have hit that
but like there's so much variation and you can put your own flair and sauce, you know, in the Woe,
Very true.
in the Dougie. You know what I mean?
Crank That Soldier Boy, NaeNae, all that. Yeah. Okay. All right. We have 2 left here. This one I know hits your heart in a special place. Let's watch the clip. Whenever I see people hit it's the pin drop, right? Is what it's called.
Pin drop.
People will hit the pin drop today, and I'm always like, oh, he hit that hole.
Dude, it's still hard. Like
the jerk is also the jerk having a resurgence
again. Yeah. Crazy.
Like what the fuck? Out of all the viral dances, I would have never picked the jerk to like come back because I thought it was kind of like a novelty like thing, you know. But it came back though for sure.
It started out like heavy. I'm pretty sure in like Los Angeles area.
Yeah,
like,
West Coast.
Yeah, West Coast like skater kids.
Yeah,
but
skinny jeans.
Yeah, skinny jeans era.
This was in a very anti-skinny jean era, and then all of a sudden the new boys were like, "Nah, we're wearing skinny jeans and studded belts."
Bro, it was the Rangers first, and then the fucking new boys.
Yeah. Shout out to the Rangers.
Rangers, Marvel Inc., bro. The thing that I love about the jerk the most is it was like the one like dance to where like it was like a competition. It was like so you think you can dance, but like online, and like there would be like there would be like jerking crews all over the country and the world, and like whatever city you were in, and you and your homies that knew how to jerk, you would make videos in the hardest fits out in the streets and get your video guy make a fucking edit on iMovie and throw that bitch up on YouTube. And I mean, that's what like me and my homies did. But like we would watch like videos of like some crazy fucking jerking crews. Like I just named them the Rangers, Marvel Inc.
Yeah.
There's plenty of fucking like crazy jerking crews. And when I talk about variation, bro, like there's no other dance that you could, different styles of like the crews and stuff, like, and individual like people, like the Rangers were the biggest crew. It was like
for sure
Julian, Day, Langston. I forget the other dude's name. There was 4 of them, but I don't know. And then also like Chris Brown again was the one mainstream like artist that was in touch with like the dancing culture. That's because that's a big part of Chris Brown's like MO and like his performance was his dancing.
When he came out, he was so dancey. Yeah, you know, like that was part of his entire imagery. Was his. And
dancing. I still remember like there would always be a video come out of Chris Brown when there was like when a certain dance was like hitting its peak. Like I remember when the Dougie first came out and Chris Brown was hitting that first Dougie, that shit was going viral.
When I was putting clips together for this video, I saw multiple like in the related videos, Chris Brown hits the jerk, Chris Brown does the whip, Chris Brown, you know, like he's always there. He's in the Cat Daddy music video.
There's a video somewhere on YouTube of Chris Brown in a Rangers video, like when the Rangers were like at their peak.
Yeah.
Like
so
jerking with them.
Is this an S tier for you?
It's S for me for sure.
I'm trying to think it out. I'm not necessarily disagreeing. I'm just trying to like think it out here. How big was the dance? Bro. Very big.
Huge.
I like that you brought up the fact that there was like a competitive kind of spirit I think that is very unique to it in all of these dances. Like all the other dances we've talked about, sure, they were widespread. Other people were doing them, but it wasn't really like except for maybe the dance
it was more
about next. But
Jerkin was more of a movement, bro. Like to me, and to a lot of people than like some of these other dances were. Like obviously, like the Soldier Boy and Dougie were movements in their own way, but it
wasn't in the same way that the jerk was taking people.
It was very underground too. Like the jerk before it got mainstream, it was like this underground thing. Like before the New Boys, You're a Jerk happened.
Yeah, and I honestly think that like the New Boys You're a Jerk song is kind of a bad representation.
It's a very bad representation of it. And they're fucking terrible at they were not good at the jerk, like compared to like the Rangers and shit, bro.
To me, bro. That's crazy.
Like that should have been the Rangers, like for real. Because the Rangers the Rangers made their own music too. Like they like all their videos, they would jerk to their music.
To Rangers music. Yeah. Okay. I'm cool with putting this at the S tier. Just based off of the uniqueness of the jerk.
And then the cherry on top is the resurgence of TikTok bringing it back.
That's
like,
so crazy. I just
like
can't,
it's kids that had no idea what the jerk was, just finding out about it.
I can't believe the jerk came back. It's beautiful. Okay, we have on our last dance. I low key think this could be my favorite of all of these dances.
Yeah.
But let's watch this historic clip first. Oh my god. The Hit Them Folks dance. This is the dance I think of all of these dances. I like to look at myself. I feel like I have rhythm. You know what I'm saying? like I've always been able to dance. I've fucking done choreography and this and that before. This is one of the only dances where I've ever had to like really in the mirror like study it and really learn it. But once you get it though, bro,
it's so much fun.
It's powerful, bro. The Hit Them Folks. And I feel like, it's of the same, like a lot of these dances are like NaeNae, whoa, whip. Like, it's like a 4-bar thing. It's like you hit it and then you do like whatever moves you want, hit it on the beat, whatever moves you want, you hit it. But there's something about like coming back to that like pose that it hits so much harder than this or this or this, the fucking
it's like fucking
the camera shake on the fucking videos. Like this to me, Hit Them Folks feels like a cultural representation.
Fucking hitting. It's like it's like Super Saiyan, bro. Like
And so there's also the variations of it as well in a similar way to like the whoa. Some people would do 2 hands. You hit the one on the stomach with the one hand.
Or you can throw it up, catch it.
And then the like little hand movements. I think hit the oh my god,
between
bro.
legs.
Mine used to be the baseball. Like you hit that and then you fucking crack it.
Yep.
I think this should be S tier.
Yeah. I think also we haven't mentioned this was like 2015, so like this was like Dirty Sprite 2 Future, like peak Future, and like it like really peak Atlanta trap if you really think about it. Like obviously Atlanta is still happening, but like
I know what you're saying.
When Atlanta trap was like really taking off, Future, Migos.
It was the first time it reached the mainstream, like in like a consecutive manner. Migos, Thug, Future.
That's what I mean. And like the music that was being played in like a lot of these videos that you were watching. Was just
the
fucking
Bankroll Fresh song. Walked in
exactly, bro.
God.
Like it's just it's like my favorite era, of just music itself. And then this dance like on top of it, and then also I gotta throw in She Loves Michi going on Future's tour and like being in literally like he off of this dance he literally got to dance on Future's tour like behind him on stage.
Right. Him and Young Quan, I believe.
Young Quan,
right?
Shout out Young Quan too.
I think we should just take a second to appreciate She Loves Michi. Like I'm not saying he's the first person to make a video of him and his friends dancing. Yeah. But his style, the way they did it, the consistency in which they would upload.
Him and Young Quan.
Him and Young Quan, I think, really kind of pioneered the modern day dance crew video. You know what I mean?
Definitely. They took like what Jerkin, the essence of what Jerkin was, and just took it to a different level. And like they got like a lot of like celebrities like in their videos and shit. I remember Ray Shremmerd in downtown Atlanta, they got in one of their videos and they were dancing and shit to Ray Shremmerd's music. Like, and
it's just like it was also the beauty of the simplicity of it. We have a Bluetooth speaker, we have my friend with the camera. And we have like 6 friends. We're just gonna go out and dance. Like we're just this wall looks cool. Let's just fucking post up here and dance. Like that shit, it's just fucking beautiful. It makes me feel nostalgic. And people are not they don't hit them folks as often as they used to, but I feel like it's still every once in a while. You might see somebody
dances come and go, but like I feel like its importance is still like recognized, and it's definitely like solidified itself as one of the better dances.
S tier?
Yeah.
S tier. Okay. That's beautiful. Okay, let's give a review of our tier list real quick. In the S tier, we have Crank That Soldier Boy, the Dougie, the Jerkin in general, I guess.
Yeah.
And the Hit Them Folks. In the A tier, we have Cat Daddy, the NaeNae, the Whoa. NaeNae before you get a whipping. In the B tier, we have the Shoot Dance. In the C tier, we have the Whip. And very lonely, the first ever D tier that we've ever had, we have the Floss, which just feels right.
Yeah.
Like this list feels very right to me. I'm still not happy about the Whip being in the C, but I can live with it though. I can live with it. Man, but I think our S tiers though, like Crank That Soldier Boy, the Dougie, the Jerk, and the Hit Them Folks.
Yeah.
I think you can draw a line from all of those to the other like dances in here, and I think it's like a solid Mount Rushmore of viral dances.
Yeah.
You have any other thoughts, comments, questions, concerns?
I think Hit Them Folks could be A, but I think it's the weakest out of the S tier, personally.
I would agree with that.
But
I would agree.
I think it still belongs there.
I just feel like I feel like it is above the NaeNae. It's above the Cat Daddy. You could the Whoa,
Yeah.
but I would agree with that. It's probably the weakest of the S tier. Don't let Michi know you said that though.
It's not weak. It's just like the S tier has to be like just legendary God tier.
Yeah.
I feel like Michi himself would tell you that Soulja Boy, the Jerk, and the Dougie would be in that realm.
Michi, if you're watching, hit us up, man. Yeah, that's true. I will say though, I feel like if the Jerk made a resurgence, I feel like at some point history will repeat itself. And
definitely
we'll get to
could.
Hit Them Folks as a resurgence again. I hope we do. If you all want to, you can send us all of your best dance videos in our DMs.
That'd be funny.
At Soul Serum on Instagram and Twitter. I wonder if I have any like old Snapchat memories of me doing some of these dances. I might. Subscribe to us on YouTube, the main page, the TV page. New video up right now. PTSD with Lil Keel. Got a couple of videos on the way. Don't subscribe to us. Follow us on TikTok at Soul Serum Podcast, Soul Serum Shop, Soul Serum TV. We stream your music every Thursday on Twitch, listening, giving you feedback, reviews.
Yes, sir.
Fucking man, I want to see some videos in our DMs of people whipping NaeNae. NaeNae before you get a whooping. With all of that being said, thank you all for listening. As always, I am your host, Clay Bonine.
Your co-host, T. Mavis.
And we will see y'all next week. Deuces.